And then step 3 is basically to set the code on the pages or page or pages they leave from. And the thing to remember is that on your website, you're going to probably have multiple pages. You're going to have your sales page. You're going to have like a contact us, an about us, a blog, something like that. Your best bet for using an exit page is on a sales page. It's not on the other pages. So if they come to your sales page or they come to a landing page and they leave, then I'm a firm believer in making them some sort of an exit offer. Now, I know there are some of you who are going to say, well, Google doesn't like that. Well, Google can kiss my ass as far as I'm concerned. And I don't spend any money on Google AdWords anymore because they hate info marketers, and, well, I hate them as far as AdWords go. So I don't worry about it. And so if you're concerned about something to do with Google AdWords, then come up with a landing page specifically for Google AdWords and don't have an exit page on that. But this is not an excuse for not doing this. So all we got to do is set the code on the pages that they... Oh, there may be children in the audience. I'm sorry. I apologize for any homeschool kids that were offended by my comment just then. I apologize. Anyway, set the code on the page when they leave. So that's real straightforward as well. Let me show you how to do that. Now, again, you would just copy and paste this, and then there's a couple things that you have to change. I'm already done it here, and so I'm just going to copy this, and then I'm going to go to I'm going to cheat, go to the main page, and then click Edit Page. And then all you do is go into the text view and go to the bottom and paste this in. So this is called a short code. On-site exit type URL redirect WordPress website creator.com/free-report-offer, which is this thing. And close that. Now, then this is, depending on the browser that they're using, this is allegedly what will show up in the little box, the little warning box that they see would say, stop, hit cancel, get this free report, 5 keys to setting up your WordPress website fast. And then, whoops, I didn't grab the whole thing. Got to grab that last little bit there too. On-site exit. That's what happens when you run your mouth instead of paying attention to what you're copying and pasting. So now we just update this, we save it, and there it is at the bottom. And if you look at it in visual mode, you'll see it at the bottom, but this will not display when somebody is looking at your actual website. So now when we click on View Page, I'll scroll down. I shouldn't see that. And let's see if it's showing up on the page. It is showing. Why the hell is it showing up? I can assure you it didn't do that while I was Oh. You think that's what it is, Mike? I'm not still on dial-up, Steve. Let's see if it's showing in Chrome. Maybe because I'm logged in. I don't know. Yeah, it's there. Huh. Well, let's do this. I think not being in the jacuzzi does matter. I will tell you that when I did this morning to do my practice, obviously it worked perfectly. And I'm just going to ditch that because that stuff doesn't show up anymore anyway. And let me grab the URL. And let's update it. And why the hell is that showing that? It didn't do it this morning. All right, well, I'll have to check on that. But there's the exit page. And interesting. I don't know why it's showing that now when it didn't before. Take that out and see if it still works. Interesting. All right, well then take that damn thing out. Just put in that one line. Because here's the thing. I get tired of my own voice on that damn thing. All right, so you saw what happened with the form. It just said basically, do you want to stay or go? Now we'll refresh this one. And now we'll try and leave. Let's see, there's nothing down here. And it says, are you sure you want to leave this page? And in this case, in Chrome, it doesn't load until you either say stay on this page or click that X. And then on Internet Explorer, let's see what it does. Nothing at the bottom. And then it shows, but they have to choose stay on this page. There's no X right there. So it works to one degree or another in all the major browsers, which really was the next step. But I'm going to modify the instructions for you, and interesting. And just tell you that based on what I just did there, I don't know what happened between this morning and this afternoon, but basically you just put in this one line here and skip the other stuff. On-site exit type URL, redirect, and then the URL that you want to go to. So the other part is so that you would have some text display in that warning box that shows up, but since the text in the warning box never showed up anymore anyway, then I would just use this right here. So the next step, which we already did, is to test in all browsers. So make sure you see what it looks like in Internet Explorer, what it looks like in Firefox, what it looks like in Chrome, and then if you can, also look at it in Safari. And the two things you want to look at are the exit message, which doesn't show up anymore, and the load time, just so you understand what's actually happening and it's not hanging. But the cool thing is that, like I said, I've tested tons and tons of these exit things. I've been playing with this anyway, I added another, well, that might, anyway. anytime you add other plugins and you start testing stuff, I could have done something that messed the thing up. But actually, I think it's lighter and cleaner just to have that one line shortcode in there, as opposed to having that other thing, because it doesn't really show up anymore anyway. So just to kind of summarize this whole thing, set up your exit offer page, install the plugin, which is the Site Exit Manager. Set the code on the pages you want to make the exit offer from. Test it in all browsers. And a tip is that video or audio will often increase opt-ins, sometimes massively, and just keep it short and to the point. Let me see real quick. People were, I didn't mean to do that. People are busting my chops in here. Just seeing if there were any quick questions we needed to hit. Does being in the jacuzzi matter? I don't know. One of these days I'll do a webinar from the jacuzzi. Jim, having all those browsers on your PC, are there any potential problems for having them installed? I don't think so. I haven't really ever had a problem with having a bunch of browsers installed. Just make sure the one you like the best is set as your default browser, and God knows when you have them, they'll all offer to make that browser your default browser, and then they'll ask you, do you really want to, and do you want me to check every time you fire up your browser that this is the default browser? David said, are you going to cover putting a video or audio on the page? Not on this webinar, but maybe that's something that we could do for a future webinar of the week. So basically, guys, in 34 minutes, we went over what is an exit offer, how to put one on your website. I showed you, hey, I deserve a round of applause because I showed you not only a cool free plugin, but how to troubleshoot that cool free plugin. Real quick, just want to tell you about a resource you may want to know about, which is my 7-day ebook version 2.0. It's available at 7dayebook.com. It's the source for how to get your ebooks done fast and start making sales. And it includes a full presentation with Q&A called 10 Ways to Have Your Ebook Done by Next Friday. And I'm just going to show you what's in there rather than me just going on and on. I'll just show you what's in the area when you grab this. Once you purchase this, which by the way, this is $29. This is your world-class education on how to write and publish ebooks in a week for $29. You get the version 2.0 ebook. You also get my free report, How to Take Every Major Credit Card on the Planet to Sell Your Ebook. I have two wizards in here. I have one killer ebook title wizard, which you just fill in a few blanks and it'll come up with a ton of different cool titles. In fact, the titles that I rattled off for those examples actually use my title wizards for that. Also have a wizard in here to help you write your ebook descriptions for when you're listing everything up on Amazon. Have a presentation, 10 ways to have your ebook done by next Friday, and a complete Q&A session on that. So surely one of these 10 ways would be a way that you, with your unique talents and abilities and time restraints, could take one of these 7 formulas and then find one of these 10 ways of doing it to whip your ebooks out really quickly. And then we also have a bonus webinar, your ebook success blueprint, and then a Q&A session on the ebook success blueprint. So you get all this for just $29 at 7dayebook.com. If you're serious about doing ebooks, then this is the resource that you need to grab. So I appreciate you guys being here. I hope you enjoyed this presentation. Surely one of these ebook formulas is something you can do.